Hello. This is 4 years of all of the original material that I have posted for your viewing pleasure on Instagram and other things. So let's just start at the top. A classic. I was going in with these gravestones here. Ooh, here's one with Sonic. Still broke, huh? Peace out, bitch. Hopes and dreams. Oh, here's a good one. Very, very creative. I like this one. And check this out. This is from Russia. This is where the sheets came from. It's like cardboard. And this is, you can see where it's from. And for those of you wondering, yes, I am Russian. I was born in Siberia. And this right here says, Новосибирское акционерное общество, Родина, Арт 3S56, цена бесплатно, блядь! It doesn't have a price. But yes, I can read and write, speak, and whatever. I'm fluent in Russian. So that was a little bit of to start. Let's see. So a lot of the works, as you can see, are in like bound sketchbooks. But some of the works I've sold, so I've had to cut the papers, and some I've just cut out, and basically like there's just loose. Here we go. It says, yeah. It's always interesting going back and looking at your old work, and look at that. See the sheen on that? You can see the ink on there. That's something you don't get with them digital pictures. You don't get that texture. This is obviously from when I must have. I used to drink. I think I've touched on it before. For a great large portion of my life, I drank way too much. And then I met the love of my life, and I found purpose in life, and I don't drink anymore. I didn't think it would ever happen, but it did. And see, so this is like what I'm talking about with the multiples on one. A lot of my drawings, they come out looking kind of like tattoo flash because I'll draw a lot of stuff on one page. This is a piece of watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is brilliant to draw on with felt tip pens because it has this really nice texture. So if you draw on it with, say, like a brush pen or something that already has its own texture, it's like double texture. I don't know, it's cool. You get some cool effects. So here's this one, and here's this one. This one is one of my more, I would say, like famous ones, I guess, from back in the day. It was one of the first ones to kind of go viral, and it's kind of obvious why if we are to analyze it for a moment, because it's a play on a very popular company. And anything that's based on making fun of an established entity that everybody knows and loves, there's something about like poking fun at that's always going to get good engagement, because A, everybody already knows what the hell you're talking about, and B, everyone likes to laugh. And if you don't like to laugh, you're probably dead. This is Medusa head. The reference image for this is sourced it online. With the snakes in this position is based off of another artist's digital rendition of Medusa. And the interesting thing about this piece is that I've seen other Medusa pictures who use the exact same reference as I did for this one. And I'm wondering if the digital Medusa picture that the artist that I referenced made, if he or she referenced an actual sculpture or something. I'm wondering if it's like an ongoing domino effect of references. But anyways, yeah, this is stoned again because, you know, Medusa, she gets you stoned with her eyesight. This right here, as well as the Adios piece, if we're talking about paper quality, this paper right here, this is like This is like a step above like children's construction paper. I think this is basically like your bottom of the barrel. Same with this. This was basically like one of those big kids drawing book things, like with the big book. It's butcher paper. It's a little bit thicker than butcher paper. This was also one of the more popular designs from the early days. Yeah, these are all early ones. You can see I used to date some of them, used to sign them. It says 2/28/17. Last words. Samurai Steve. Can we talk about the name Steve for a minute? Don't get me wrong, I love the name Steve, but every time I meet somebody named Steve, I think, your parents named you Steve. Nothing to lose. And Steve is different than Steven, at least in my opinion. I feel like a Steve knows how to fix a truck, but a Steven knows how to sell a truck. Nonsense, sorry. So this is No Chance. It's the silhouette of a man attacking with a hatchet with a skull superimposed looking yay this way. I believe that established universities in the modern day and age are a waste of time. They are a glorified waste of time and money. Okay, so that had tape on it. A lot of my images that you've seen on Instagram start like this. Like this, for example, you saw this as a complete image with all of this filled in black around it, just this was white. This was inverted to be white on black. What I would do if I don't have a lot of time is I will just sketch out something real quick like this that I know I can finish digitally, and then I finish it. And then this is basically the finished piece of art in real life, and it looks like garbage. This is what something looks like when I draw it in pencil. I can tell by looking at old drawings if I was drawing them inebriated or not, just because of the line quality. And I'm not joking. This is actually, I'm serious. I know that by looking at this, I wasn't quite all there. Haha! I think this tells you everything you need to know. This also, good example of not quite sober drawing. You can just tell that it's just not great. Some people might like that style of mine, who knows? This right here, this paper, very smooth and shiny. This is what's known as Bristol. That's like what a lot of pen people use to draw on, or that's what Michaels will lead you to believe. Here's something with cigarettes. I really like cigarette imagery. I don't smoke cigarettes personally. I don't think they're that great for you, but I think they look really cool. Got a couple more in here. I fought the law. So, and then with the, I imagine a lot of you are wondering what the process is for coming up with the quotes. Some of the quotes, as you can see, are either references to lyrics or references to certain things or are direct lyrics. But the majority of the copy that I write just comes from me hearing things that I think sound cool or just wanting to write out certain words. Sometimes they click with people, sometimes they don't. Like this, for example, this is a reference to American Psycho. What with the pose being very American Psycho, I think it's like the memeable image, and then mergers and acquisitions. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to trends dictating what we create as artists. I personally don't really empathize with Patrick Bateman, and I've only seen the movie American Psycho once. I didn't really care for it. It's not really my thing. But I know that from what I've seen online, the Patrick Bateman character, he's popular. He's people see that and they know what that is. And so utilizing that knowledge, I drew this. You know, is it art? Probably not, or maybe it is. I don't know, you decide. I've lost all control. There's some spacing issues, some kerning issues with my letters. That's all stuff that I can fix digitally, and I do. It's another picture with lots of ink on it. You can see the brush strokes. It's just a simple Reaper. I think I used this for a caption contest or something. This one I like. Death on Speed Dial. I've actually digitally added glasses to him before. I've recycled this image multiple times. Fear Not the Dark. This one did well. The patches on the jacket are inspired by real life military patches. There's a really great Instagram account called Raw Patch, and they released a book, I think it was last year. You should check them out. I like this picture, The Illusion of Choice, because I believe that everything is a choice, just like in video games. Every new open world RPG touts, oh, you have so many choices. Choices are limitless and your choices determine what happens in the world. But a lot of these choices that we have in video games and in real life, they're just these arbitrary choices that don't really lead to anything. So I think that the illusion of choice is an interesting topic of conversation. This one is a rendition of my little brother, Seamus O'Connor's good friend. He actually rolled it. There's no exaggeration in this. Made of Sin. This is in the Hall of Shame. I think the reference model for this is actually, I think it was Kate Moss or something like that. This one, I love this one. Hit Squad. It's a play on words. I don't know, maybe people don't get it or they don't like the subject matter, but I think Hit Squad is hilarious. It's another popular design of mine from 1817, it says. The No Hate. This, you can tell by the line work, and you can tell by the wording that I was totally there. Oh, this one. This one actually, actually now that I'm looking at these, I think that this was a collection of drawings that I sent to a show in New York at a store called Scumbags and Superstars. It was a pretty cool show. I was there via Skype. This is I'm Not Afraid of Anything. Image is based off of a photo of my good friend Richard. Here's another classic. I don't think I can show this one. Maybe if I censor it. Okay, so this one is with two topless skeleton women sitting by a pool. So that was just this much. Right here, that was this much. I've got this much. These ones here, the images are much larger, and sometimes there's like 6 on one page. If you enjoyed this, you can leave a comment, leave me a like, and let me know if you want to see the rest. There's a lot of it.